Well, hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to VRML preseason. This is week 6. That's right, you've heard me say this for 6 weeks straight. This league, this preseason, we're getting ready to start here somewhat shortly, maybe, possibly, I hope, who knows? We'll see. But you know me, I'm Palidore, here to bring you some games, this match between Spaghetti and Flair. Hopefully getting ready to start pretty soon here. But we will see, won't we? Still waiting on all the players to file in into the server. So in the meantime, you got me. And that's about it. But hello to the Twitch stream, the chat here already active and talking about a recent Oculus update. Apparently, yeah, making things go a little bit bonkers for a few people. With CV1s in particular, so that's a little bit unfortunate. I can tell you one thing for sure. Grumpy won't mind at all. But, hello, Alan and Cruisin', Andy Double Ya. Yeah. Arrow Knight as well. And hi, by the way, Arrow. So, I've heard you shout me out a few times when I'm spectating pubs and messing with stuff. You've said some nice things. So hello, welcome to the stream. Good to see you in the chat, as well as Lanzan. I blow at sports. That's nice. Isolate. Also nice. And Visionary. Very nice. Welcome, everyone. Some Mrs. Minicat way at the top there earlier on when the stream started, as well as VTS. Where he at? I'm your favorite spectator. Well, you're my favorite stream chatter. Now. Sorry, VTS. So it seems, indeed, we're changing servers here, so I suppose I should have seen it coming. Hopefully I get an invite soon, though. That would be very nice. Now, Cruisin', you're my favorite stream chat cruiser. Very specific but distinguished title, believe me. One of a kind. But yeah, so the teams here, I had Spaghetti all on the server with me, and then they all pieced out. So I assumed that was because they had invites to another server, but I've yet to actually receive one yet, so just waiting. But in the meantime, we can check out the stats a bit for Spaghetti. They're coming in here with a 12-10 MMR, a record of 5-4 on the preseason, with a plus and minus of plus 60 across the games that they have played. So finding some good success here. They're making a name for themselves, certainly, because now everyone knows who Spaghetti is. But Flair is coming in just the same with a 12-20 MMR and 5-3 record on this season. So one less game played overall compared to Spaghetti. And for Flair, they've already played once this week. We've seen them on, well, I suppose last week. It was Sunday technically, but in any case, it was versus Illuminati, falling a bit short to them. But overall, Flair has had a pretty successful season here. Shown some strong stuff. And one moment as I just check in with some of the players. Trying to figure out what the situation is. Invites going. I've been ditched. And as a result, these 16 viewers have now been ditched. So, yeah, you should be angry. Find the pitchforks. Or just the forks, because Spaghetti. Delicious. Alan telling me, and Cruisin' also, pay me $5 to say a bad word. I mean, have I not given you $5 of entertainment in the last 5 minutes alone? Don't answer that. The answer is no. I'll answer that for you. But nonetheless, I reject your $5, and to that I say good day. You wimble womble. There, made that up on the spot. That sounds bad, doesn't it? Deal with it. Okay, got myself an invite. Hallelujah. All right. Gonna join in here quite shortly. And then we'll get to the actual gameplay that you're all in here for, because I know you're not here for me. I mean, maybe one or two of you are, but for all the normal people, they're just here for some Echo Arena, and I don't blame them. Lots of good games throughout the week, throughout the last several weeks now on stream. You know, just the ladder system kind of doing its part. And on that note, if there are any players watching this, whether live or in the VODs later, because of the ladder system, I don't know if you're aware, you will be playing other teams within your similar skill tier, skill level, as MMR develops. So if you're kind of shying away from playing Arena competitively because of that in the past, fear not. The more teams, the better, because that just means you'll be more likely to get matched up with teams of your similar skill level. Not like the past where a brand new team, I remember Dimmy was just telling me last week, in fact, that when he was new to the competitive play, I think in Season 2 maybe of VRL, somewhere around those parts, Dimmy entered with a team, and his very first competitive matchup ever was against Eclipse. Me and Lemming and Simeon, and that was quite the experience for him, as he told me once upon a time. You guys remember Eclipse, right? We're not that old yet. I mean, we technically still exist as a coaching team, but you know, old Eclipse. It's been that long already. Seems like more and more these days when I go into pubs or public lobbies and what have you. Oh, all the players are just about in, so let me just ping them as well that they can start when they're ready. But yeah, it seems like these days it's kind of funny. I'm not complaining either. It's kind of cool, quite frankly. But whereas the past, it would be like I'd join a public lobby or I'd go into a spectated match, and people would be like, "Oh, it's Palidore, the guy from the poster, the guy from Eclipse, the ESL player," things like that. But more often than not these days, it's, "Oh, hey, look, it's Palidore, the caster." Before it was Palidore, the Pizza League caster. Now it's Palidore, the VRML caster guy, a dude who's talked endlessly for this last month. I know him. Yeah, it's kind of a neat change, I suppose. Different, if nothing else. Pretty cool. Yeah, if you happen to see me in pubs over the weeks, over the days and stuff, a lot of people have noticed that and be like, "Oh, Pally's watching." And then some people, like Shepard, for instance, who was on Flare over here the other day, someone in the public match is like, "Oh, Pally's watching," and Shepard's like, "No, he's not. He's just auto-camming probably." No, I was watching, Shepard. I heard every word. I do a lot of random tinkering and stuff with the OBS and with the replays and a bunch of other little things I'm trying to work on. So if you see me in pubs, I'm at least listening, if nothing else, even if I'm not watching actively. Okay, so we are getting ready to start here soon, though. I promise, I say this a lot, but I promise you, because 4 players are in fact in the arena at the moment for both teams. Not in total. I mean, 4 players in total, that would be bad. Isolate saying that his first competitive experience was against Kangos, and then Joker the next game. Well, you know what? I applaud you for even still being here and existing. That 2 tough teams, obviously, 2 finalist teams. And even this season, still 2 top teams. Very tough to deal with, no doubt. We're going to be seeing more of those teams later on in the week, and certainly on Sunday, I would think, for playoffs and whatnot. Yeah, asking me in the chat, I wonder if he heard Al singing Coldplay yesterday. Yep, I heard someone singing. Al asked me about it. I didn't know who it was at the time, but now I do. But all right, teams have readied up here, so I might as well turn on the appropriate scene so you can actually see. Wouldn't that be nice? Here, I'll do that for you right now. You're welcome. Welcome, on that note, to the first round of this Spaghetti versus Flair match. Getting off and underway, I'm Palidore, and I'm back with some more VRML, and this is mighty swell. As you can tell, I'm excited to be here. Now, the disc, it fell to the bottom before being cleared out the other side, and finding it all in a stride, it's Shepard with an open goal, but not for very long because the sun's coming through as Pally sings his song, and what are you gonna do? They come along to recollect this disc, and I'm gonna stop that now. That's obscene. But anyways, over here, it'll go to the other end. Chrome Platypus on that catch is Grumpy as finding one more, and woo, that was a very tight one. The slowest of passes that does get through, taken back by Yperm, cleared out the other side. So once again, back it goes to the Flair side. It's a team of Voodoo, Grumpiest Broom, Shepard, and Chrome Platypus. Over on Spaghetti, Mini Hats, Al, Yperm, and Meatballer. Getting just blasted there with a punch. And then Voodoo has a hunch on his teammate over here, Chrome. Trying to roam back into the bubble here and maybe finding themselves an opportunity, a 2-on-2 in bubble. No, they're just going to wait for their players to join them here for Flair. Now going with a pass, and at last it will be the first 2 points of the game going to Flair's favor. They did have a 2-on-2, and you know what? Usually I'd recommend you have less than 4 defenders in the goal. You take those numbers advantages. You know, it opens up the lane so much more. In that case, though, Flair opted to wait for the teammates to join them up top, and hey, it panned out. So first 2 on the board there for Flair. If I'm cognizant of it, I'll try to get those replays in. Been incorporating them lately. It's just sometimes when I'm casting and camming and doing all that at once, just like Yperm, just doing it all at once there under the goal. Gets that one done, and let's see if this replay works out. If not, you can shout at me. Looks like it worked just fine. There you go. Oh, Visionary, hello. Subscribing with Twitch Prime, thank you. The clutch subscription there from Ender. Exposed. Be seeing Illuminati play later on tonight. But in the meantime, it's Grumpiest Broom here with a tie-up game between Spaghetti and Flair. Shepard at the mid, dishing down low to Chrome Platypus. He's going to go for the nice cross pass. And that will be another 2 for Flair. Get it all up in there.
11, 10, 9, 8,
I Blowout Sports betting on Spaghetti. Hopefully it's just sports and not sports bets that you kind of suck at. Also, no betting allowed. Wink. Mini Hat coming here with Yperm attached and just taken right over by Chrome. He's going to go straight up to the other side. He knows that he has a teammate there. That is a nice stun out from Voodoo. Could not quite convert on the play, but coming right back at them is Grumpy. And along the way, it's Yperm who will get a save, grabbing that, slinging it out of there. But right back to Shepard's hands, playing that back line because he understands what it takes. And there's the make from Voodoo. That was pretty great, 7-2 for Flair. No replays, I forgot.
10, 9, 8, 7,
Too busy with the rhymes.
4, 3,
But I'll tone that down to a 3, and then the replays up to a 7, and then find that balance. And if I don't, you can unsubscribe. No, don't do that. Can you do that? I don't think you can do that. But don't do that. I was going to go in here with a move and nice punch as well. Mini Hat. Right on the dot. That's some good coordination. I mean, it was a 3-on-1 no matter what, but just the punch almost guaranteeing the goal there. So 4 points now for Al and his Spaghetti crew. A lot on their plate because Spaghetti. And also because Flair, quite the challenging team. As it goes deep into the other side, careens into the orange. I'm not going to try and rhyme anything with orange quite yet. Not that ambitious. Over to Shepard. Shepard's going to, Grumpiest Room rather, is going to take that disc. Find the pass on over. Maybe get his own one. And Voodoo will take it. Look for another one that just comes sailing back his way. Trying to make a play, but
Orange team takes possession.
So pile up now, forming Shepard, contorting, trying to work around that defense and getting that to Grumpiest Broom as Yperm comes in here pretty quickly. That cross is going to get contested heavily, and now contesting that heavily, but doesn't matter. It gets shot, and that is a splatter in the goal for Voodoo and Flair. 9 points to 4, under 5 minutes left to spare. I miss casting. I only took a 2-day break, not even a 2-day break, really. I casted one game in there between, but can't tell my voice is going a little bit hoarse. Little bit, not too bad, especially if I up the volume. You can't tell too much, but you know, I'm trying to save myself a little bit for the finals. It's Sunday, some huge games happening, and I wouldn't it be a shame if after all these 120-something preseason games throughout the week, since that was a nice little brawl there from Mini Hat, but wouldn't it be a shame if after all those games, my voice was just toast, dunzo, come the last day. Trying to avoid it if I can, but still just the same, I'm happy to be here. And Meatball, well, not happy from that. And talking about unhappy, there's Grumpiest with the steal, the clear. Trying to get it into the other side where the goal is momentarily exposed. He will try and capitalize off that, but cannot. So the play going back to Spaghetti's hands. Yperm just dodging all around different players. You can see the defense here. It's kind of playing that loose man-on-man. See it on the other end as well. Doing a good job of that. Now a pass down to Ow. Will not make it. It's going to be painful, certainly, for Ow. It's in his name, after all. But Shepard finding the disc, finding a pass on over. Some loose defense being played here. Again, semi-man-on-man, but also just trying not to get brawled out if they can. There's the deep clear, possibly a shot even. You never know with those ones off the side walls. Now taken, hey, and made from Platypus right along the way. He was offside, says Twitch chat. You really, I don't know. Offsides, what does it even mean? Outside of basketball, I'm not too familiar with sports, so. I mean, I'm familiar, but I know it's borderline sacrilege to not like football and be an American, but, you know, not my thing. You know what is my thing? Echo Arena, Meatballer! He's going to go on over with the slowest 360 no-scope you've ever seen and make a shot based off of that. So 6 points on the board now for Spaghetti. That's about half the, well, it's exactly half the differential. The total, rather, of Flair. So Flair's still ahead here. They're on the joust advantage. They're on the 6-point advantage. They have the time advantage with only 2:13 left. And swirling on through, taking that over. Will just miss the mark on the pass. So Yperm will take that away as some brawls go on off. Now, Ow. Going in with some power is Chrome. Hitting him in the dome with a good brawls. But Meatballer will come away with that one. Find Ow in the back line as some more punches yet get thrown. So here's that number advantage I talked about. There's only 2 players, 3 players in there in the goal, but now retreating. Those are the kind of ones you really want to push if you manage to get that close to the bubble. Take advantage of the number situation. Don't give the defenses time to collect themselves. Trying to collect myself on the cameras here just to find the shot. It will be missed there and rebounded by Yperm. Offsides equals cherry picking. Gotcha. Thank you, Lanzan. Still don't like football, but good to know. Is that a football thing? I think it's a football thing. If it's not, unsubscribe. Just kidding. Please don't. I already asked you before, so I'm standing true to that. Now taking over here in the other side, in the tunnel, it will be Ow. Finding that one and going deep down where it'll be saved by Chrome Platypus. Voodoo will take the disc now, working that up slowly. You can see again more of that defense in the midfield and actually all converging a triangle of players just choking off Voodoo. Now it'll go back to the other side. Another clear coming on in. Looking at the perhaps goal, but no, too soft off the backboard, and Meatballer was able to grab that one. Eating the disc was Meatballer. So coming in here, no time to catch up in this first round, unfortunately, but still time to score one more, perhaps. We see some jukes. And Spaghetti not getting that offensive opportunity that they wanted. 15 seconds left. If they can get a
Seconds remaining.
collection here, they might have a little time, not a bunch of it. But with 7 seconds left, can they sample themselves a shot? Well, they will, but Shepard will get the save nonetheless. So that is the first round in the books, going 12-6 to Flair. So not bad at all from either team, really, but Flair happy to start off here in a quick succession. And we'll go to the score screen, why don't we? There's the first round. There's your scores. It's Voodoo with a 7 points, 17 stuns. Very nicely done. Grumpiest Broom with the assist and the save. A couple steals, as he often gets. A Shepard, an assist and a save. Then Chrome Platypus leading the way right now for his team. 5 points, 2 assists, 2 saves, 22 stuns. There's a lot of twos. Too many, in fact. But you know what? That's a nice stat sheet for him, so well done on his part. Over to Spaghetti's side, it was 2 points apiece for Al, Yperm, and Meatballer. Meatballer also kind of similar to Chrome, filling up every category just about, or actually, definitely filling every category with 2 points, an assist, a save, a steal, and 10 stuns. Yperm, the ridiculous 36 stuns in 1 round. Geez, as we get a crash out here, that's unfortunate. So I assume a restart impending. But Yperm the 36 stuns, that's an awful lot of stuns for sure. But yes, it will be a restart because the crash. And that is something we'll have to hash. Took me a while to find that right. Yperm with the shot in this practice mode. Well, I suppose we'll just go back to the gameplay, why don't we? Get a good close-up on some of these spaghetti players. Or actually, even better, why don't I just say hi to the chat? Catch up with you guys in here. So, Lanzan asking any updates on the new mini-map? Yeah, many new updates. None that you've seen, obviously. But that's yeah, project being worked on by Exhibit, as well as I think the collaborating Sealable Bag and So Much for Subtlety, they're all kind of, they're putting together this nice thing. I won't spoil too much because I don't know what I should and shouldn't say or what they're trying to wait on. But point is, as far as the overlays go, the new mini-maps, the little drop-down overlay and the score thing, that'll be coming. Whether it's coming for this week, like the finals, I don't know. I would venture to say probably not, but Season 1, absolutely. But again, nothing confirmed. I'm not the one working on it, but there's a lot of other extras kind of going into that whole package now at this point. So it's something we look forward to for sure. Like I absolutely love what they've done with those overlays, and with the other integrations that are coming courtesy of those community efforts. That's the beauty of VRML. The beauty of, I mean, dating back to Pizza League and even pre-Pizza League, it was always the community efforts coming on through, providing some awesome tools. Just like Atlas, of course. Private match browser makes things handy. Don't have to have people on your friends list. You can just host a game on it. Get right in. Community built. Courtesy Exhibit. Then there's the Mumble plugin, which, as far as I'm aware, the majority of teams in VRML are indeed using it now. So there's a Mumble plugin that gives you private comms, as I'm sure all of you in chat are well aware. But it gives you private comms and positional audio at that, so you can get the 3D, the spatial audio inside the game, but also have it be cut off from the enemy ears, you know. Don't want those spies all up in there. A lot of espionage, you know, being played in VRML lately, so I hear. What do I mean by that? No idea. Maybe I mean nothing. Anyway, still trying to get the players back. It looks like we actually do have them all here now, so they will set it for the round 2. And hopefully we'll get started here very, 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 very soon. And if not, I apologize. There we go. That's a good sign. One being underway.
Orange team ready.
Okay. So you heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. Both teams have readied up. because it is the second round, they have it set to there will still be a 1-minute intermission. I always seem to forget that, so there's your little timer on that. But indeed, first round being taken by Flair again, and it was Chrome Platypus leading the way. Very nice stat line across the board. Had a stat in every category besides steals, I think, and he was filling them up. He had a bunch of stuns. I think 5 points. My memory serves. I think Grumpy has had 7. Also, my memory serves. But that's neither here nor there. You know what is here or there? Spaghetti. Flair. Palidore. And Ready at Dawn. As we get ready to get this match on once more. Hey, speaking of, there's Rad Wyvern. Perfect timing. Product placement. Okay, so off we go. Finally to the second round. Apologies for that brief technical delay, but thank you for joining me here and joining us here in VRML just the same. So let's get to it. First joust of the second round being handled by Chrome Platypus of Flair. Getting it to Voodoo, but Voodoo will be stunned. Know how he do, but Shepard getting that pass off to Grumpy. The fake. Another fake. And off his head. Another take, but instead goes back to the side wall. Bit of a brawl free-for-all going down there in the backboard area. Certainly not anything back-boring about that one as they come in here for a nice stack, a nice shot, and that will be on the spot. Ow! With the 3 points. Lighting it up here in the for the first score of the second round with some efficiency. About 33 seconds in actually on that one. But yeah, Ow with some power. Gonna need to make like a jaywalker and take a shower after those dirty saves. But Grumpy is Broom along the way, trying to find his teammate just across. Over by the ramp, the bottom of the ramp. Now contested, here's Voodoo. He's gonna go off backboard. That was gonna almost be in. Just bounces right back to the hands of actually Shepard getting a handle on it. And now a pass going to the side wall, taken right back. So again, Meatballer just biding his time inside the goal. Mini Hat just on the outer edge, guarding that barrier with his life. Now taking it away. Sharp as a knife on the defense right now. But Chrome Platypus getting a nice grab just as well, but can't find the disc. Voodoo will come away with that, if only for a moment. And then be stunned just the same. Him as well. You can see the ire being drawn from Ow. Pulling off a angry gesture. I cannot believe it was me. I don't know. It's probably not how he speaks, but, you know, spaghetti, so. Anyway, off it goes to Y-Perm. Over on the outer edge here. The 3 points advantage still for Spaghetti. Very heavy contest. Oh, the shot just off, though. And it's going to be actually snagged out of there and slinged out. So going here to Meatballer. One more off the top. But can't get it to drop. So instead, Voodoo going down for the clear. Right on the other side. And now recollected by Meatballer. So Meatballer going up high to the sky, but sliding on by and for the retake. And yet again, these teammates, or these players, certainly not friends if you can judge by all this brawling going on. Just so many stuns over and over. Chat asking about possession time. As they cannot find the dime in the goal. It was briefly exposed, and those are the ones you really wish you could capitalize on because it's not very often you find yourself with a gift wrap shot like that one. Chrome Platypus, though, trying to find maybe a gift wrap delivery, inadvertently perhaps to Shepard, the secondary stack. Oh, but Ow, the save, and it gets out of here to the other side of the arena. And that was a prime save, a prime clear. Good. Can they find the prime cut on this shot attempt? Ow with contempt. It's Mini Hat. How about that? Great job there. Finally finding the goal after the great defense on the other end. Wish I could show you the replay on the save. I do have it somewhere, just not right there where it needs to be. So enjoy the goal instead. That was a great save nonetheless from Ow. So here it goes. Mrs. Mini Hat in the chat, loving that, and I love how that all came together so smoothly. But coming here is Grumpiest Broom with a disc, not missing the pass. Chrome Platypus, not missing the Fist of Fury there. But Voodoo will take this away, if only for a moment. Al coming away with that as well, but another intercept just directly into the hands of Chrome. So back it goes to the orange 2-point zone. See those stacks kind of dispersing and switching between stacking and man-v-man defense. Is that going to be a shot that's in? Oh, yes, it is, absolutely. Ow. The incredible shot from way deep down. He will take that. That is 8 points now for Spaghetti. Now doing some damage. There's the possession time, by the way, for whoever asks that. The thing is, because of the restart, we only have the single round stat line. And as you can see, pretty dead even, at least as far as possession time. Only 10 seconds separating these two teams in the second round. And now going over here to Chrome Platypus. Taken by, by Chrome Platypus, who dishes it up to Voodoo. And Voodoo will try to do his magic. Oh, but that miss. Maybe a little bit tragic for Flair, but they're going to try and snare it up here once again. Shepard coming away. So back on the offense they go. Some great defense, some extremely strong brawling going on for Spaghetti. Really causing a lot of chaos and a lot of just flustered passes and shot attempts here. You can see like every attempt, every catch here, it seems like it's guarded so very quickly. But just the same, they got a quick approach. It's Voodoo going top, will not drop. Grumpiest Broom, no room either. Perm, why not? Intercepted by Chrome as he goes for another pass. That's going to be cut off. And now there's a numbers advantage. Got to take advantage, and they will find it finally. That was a oddly slow shot, maybe looking for the alley-oop indeed, but whatever the case, it did buy them the goal. There's your stats for those who... Why Perm? 29 stuns in the second round. He had, what, 36 in the first? Wow. Okay, well, that works out very well for Perm and his crew. So many stuns, and it's just wow. Anyway. Still 3.5 left. Meatballer on the approach here will be a opportunity, and he'll get that absolutely. There's the 10-2 lead again for Spaghetti. After the first round win from Flair, Spaghetti coming back with flair of their own. Kind of lighting up those goals now with the 10 points. The first round score, by the by, was 12-6 in favor of Flair. So kind of an opposite effect here we're seeing in the second round, where really it's Spaghetti holding strong with it. Now Chrome Platypus will dish it, and that will be taken out by Mini Hat. Ambitious shot from the outside that is saved out of there. And right back to the hands of Perm. So he'll go down low. Look at this fast approach. They got the numbers just briefly, but finally defense all retreating from that outer bubble. But they had the nice stack to get there first, at least for a moment. See if they can pull it off here again, because if not, we could be looking at another Flair goal. But Ow will get there first, but Grumpiest putting on the hurt, rebounding it, and there's the sound of the goal. 10-5, it is still within reach for Flair here to come back. And really helping out there with the effort is that Grumpiest shot. Launch away, 2 minutes left in play in this second round. Taken over on the other end by Shepard, some good brawls. Grumpy will recover. So again, here is some maybe momentum, but no! A momentum stopper, at least for a moment, is Perm, the brawler, in the tunnel area. This tunnel vision on those discs and on those heads, if nothing else, because of the brawls. You can hear them constantly coming out, ringing through the arena. Now coming up and down the floor is some players for Flair. They're looking to make it a potential shot, and yes, it will be. So a 3-point game, a minute and a half left off of some good passing from them. And it's exactly what they needed. So a minute 15 left, 10-7. Right now, for Spaghetti, they need to just calm themselves a little bit. You know, no nerves, none of that mom spaghetti business. They want to find, looking for the business, but luckily misses. So, Mini Hat, who also has his misses in the stream, by the by, trying to collect the disc for his team. Another recollection by Owl, and Shepard finding it down at the tunnel again. So now 43 seconds left on this one. A deep pass will go. So they need a quick shot. A few more seconds pass off this clock. They're going to need to shoot a three-pointer, go for the goalie instead. At this point now, obviously in recovery mode for Flair, if they do get here first, which they just may by a narrow margin, but no, now maybe sealing the deal, Meat Baller. He is all over that goal, and that's a 13-7 victory here in the second round. So one apiece between these two rounds, between Spaghetti and Flair, doing some work, making for a very entertaining matchup, if nothing else. 13-7. We'll go over to the score screen, take a look at the two rounds. There you go. A 12-6 victory for Flair in the first, 13-7. So almost an inverse, just plus or minus a point here or there. But almost an inverse for Spaghetti coming back pretty steady. A lot of great plays, and the brawls especially. Ending it with 44 stuns in a single round is YPerm. So I was already impressed at the 36 in the first, but now 44 in the second because, again, the restart occurred, so the stats were wiped. So that makes for, 80 stuns? 80 stuns in 2 rounds. We could be looking at a 100 stun game, and I'll be slightly jealous. In the sense that with a VRML rule set, my highest was 98 before the season started. I'll probably not get there again because I'm casting so much these days. So, you know what? YPerm, this is 100 alert for him on the brawling end. We could be looking at it. That would be very impressive if he gets there. Now, for Meat Baller, he has the 5 points. Mini Hat, the 2, as well as a few saves. Al, the 6 points. For Voodoo, he has the 4. Grumpiest Broom, the 3 points in that round, and then 2 saves apiece for Voodoo and Chrome Platypus. Shepard contributing an assist, a steal, and 10 stuns. So with that said, here we go. Third round about to be hot and ready. So Flair and Spaghetti, let's see what happens and how heady they are coming into this round. And actually going in. There's the sound of the first goal. Just like that. That took no time at all. 7 seconds into the launch. So what a quick turnaround. Spaghetti getting on the board first. And now Shepard coming along here. Just going to try and distribute for his team, not rush it too much. That was a great move by Shepard. I recommend a lot of players watching, newer ones especially. Like, you see how he doesn't throw too early. He waits for the stack. He gets within range to at least bother them, to delay the stack. That is so important. And right now, an important shot, though, for Ow. And that will also hurt. Just the same here. Spaghetti, 6 quick points in the first minutes of round 3. Now, as we look at that replay, what I was going to say from Shepard's behalf is that you can see how he bothered the stack after he threw it as a QB. Very important play there. Because if you think about it, if you can bother the stack, like, look how he turns around. Even though he didn't get the punch, that was the perfect move. That's what you want to do. Because if one player can interrupt 2 players on the other team for any length of time, you are winning that by a huge margin. Like, you're trading 1 for 2. And now, going for the 2 after that 1 pass from Chrome Platypus. There's the first 2 for Flair here in the third round. So 6-2. And well done on the passing play. On the rollout, QB'd here by Mini Hat. Now, see, that time, these two offered an inverse almost. Voodoo going in for the shot, cannot make it. Slinging it out of there, back to the hands of Grumpiest Broom, and he'll find the room. That is an open goal. Big for Grumpy and his team here to bring it within a point. And what I was going to say You can see kind of the inverse effect here. Spaghetti rolled out with a stack, so and a player attached to the quarterback, and it was one player from Flair interrupting them just the same. So again, that 2-for-1 advantage, but going against the offensive team, which was Spaghetti. And again, some more defense going off against the offensive team because it's a turnover, finding themselves at the goal advantage, and now a 1-point lead. So after 2 quick momentum-building threes for Spaghetti to start off the first minute, it seems as if Flair, with 3 shots in a row, has just halted that momentum completely, dumping that plate full of Spaghetti and finding a plate full of shots for Flair instead. Very well done now. The last couple minutes by Flair. And another turnover. Oh, that is trouble. Cannot make the first one, and a timely punch from YPerm. At least deny them the rebound and the intercepted goal. Going up high, Shepard looking for a bounce. Will not find the goal, but will find the corner panel. At the moment, look at all the brawling once again, though, from Spaghetti. Just up and down the floor, trying to deny Flair's move up on defense. So again, Spaghetti going for that stack up with QB, maybe looking for a clear and boost, but the problem is they're not getting rid of it nearly quick enough. So they're giving plenty of time for the Flair defense to catch up to them and brawl them out. And again, that 2-for-1 value they've got going on there. And you can have one player just bothering a stack for any length of time. Such a good trade-off. That really lets you take advantage of those numbers situations if you play your cards right. But yeah, chat, Sports, I don't like saying your name. You change it or something. I'm a professional here. You stink at sports. How about that? Anyways. My mother is watching. Not really. But Sports saying close AF, which means at finals. To clarify. Anyway, it goes off here to Grumpiest Broom, and he will find the clarity on the pass to Voodoo. Voodoo being stunned out. Some more punches going all about this goal, or this mid area. Both teams trying to find their goal. Shepard ducking through, just lightly finds along the way Voodoo. Voodoo being stunned here. Some confusion and also some contusions based off of those brawls. Very heavy-handed. The Iron Fist coming out. But right now, they're trying to find and trying to be an Iron Chef. Cooking up some goals if they can. Right now, it's just back and forth. Oh, that looks maybe good, but barely misses. That was very, very close. One of those ones that just sting you. You feel like you deserve the shot, doesn't go through. And then you're just left shrugging your shoulders and reminiscing over what could have been. Coming down, out, getting stunned out. Grumpiest. Playing that midline great. Look at that shield, too. He just shielded himself as he approached out to bait out that stun from behind. That was such a subtle thing, but such a incredibly crafty move. But the craftier play. Putting some craft cheese on that is ow. Sponsored by Kraft Cheese. No, just kidding. We are sponsored by, though, is Pro2 VR and VR Cover. Of them, I am a lover. Great products. Shepard will take this away now, though, for his team on the QB, and this 1-point lead for Spaghetti. There's under 4 minutes left in this match. So going up to the mid area, Voodoo trying to find his pass over on out, and it will finally go roundabout to Chrome Platypus. Off of that, a little bit of juking, of dishing. Not quitting on the play, though. It will still go to the other side, so cannot find a rebound, and that's very fortunate for Meatballer. But rebound right back just the same to Voodoo up top. Oh, the save! Getting it out of the way and paving the way maybe for a victory here. That is as clutch as any from Team Spaghetti, but just already another takeaway. And that one, oh, cannot make the shot. So getting it back, maybe, will not be quite there. And that was a missed opportunity. And Flair getting in there in the goal again. You know, they care to make a stop here. A big one needing to come soon for them. Right now, Ao could just bide his time for his team. Find a great-looking shot opportunity. Just taking it in himself. So many good plays in there. I can't even show a replay of them all, so I'll just have to show the last one, and you'll have to deal with it. But man, I couldn't even tell from the angle if that initial save was a save or a headbutt, but whatever the case was, it was a denial in the goal. And as a result, that bought them some really good momentum here, and just off on the momentum, bouncing down low to the bottom ramp. Because at minimum now, whatever shot that Flare makes next, if any, is this last 2 minutes approach, they can only tie it. You know, you're not looking at a situation where it might be a game-winning opportunity, at least off this next shot. That's the thing, though. Right now, the pacing, there's obviously a lot of brawls coming in, a lot of turnovers, trying to roll it on over, but just missing the pass there, so YPerm will find the clear. Partial one at the very least. This is, yeah, a great match, says Sports. What a great sport this is. This is why I love casting Echo, and only Echo. The matches have been fantastic, and I mentioned earlier in the match, to begin the match too, if there are any new players wanting to get in on competitive play, are too intimidated, don't be, okay? Because again, the ladder system, this is the kind of matchups it produces, okay? You're not going to be stomped out by a elite veteran team, and oh, look at that snuff out from Meatballer on the great grab. Again, the defense just playing dividends for Spaghetti late in this one. So they're going to come away with it. Ow, taking that one. He has 2 passes available down the center and right on center. The delivery. And that one was special. Shout out to Red. For Spaghetti. 12-7. The final minute. That is going to be huge for them. And getting back to what I was mentioning before that goal, that great defensive play leading to the offense. You won't be matched against these elite teams right off the bat or anything like that. You'll be matched against teams in your tier. That's the MMR system, the ladder system at play. Now coming at play, but will not find a way. So back it goes to Ow, and he'll get there right out. So maybe one more collection could result in one more goal. Looking to participate here on the offense one more time. Ow, just all kinds of jukes going to town. Clock rolling down. One more snag off some brawls. Anchoring down, juking around, going for a shot. A little bit off the mark. Back into the center. Recovered actually on the rebound. Taken here by Voodoo. One more snag. It will go. Mini hat. The game capping goal. And just like that is 15-7. And the victory. Spaghetti impressing. Coming away with it. Such an impressive effort. Get the scores input real quick. We'll look at that stat sheet if we can right quick. Let's see. YPerm, so 73 stuns. Okay, he got the mark because he had 36, I believe, in the first. So YPerm, the 100+ stun game. Just a shame that we can't see the numbers. But yeah, that was the immediate thing I went to, stuns. But it was a story I was following, so hey. Nonetheless, Meatballer with 7 points, 4 assists, 1 save, 19 stuns. Mini Hat contributing 8 points, 2 assists, a trio of saves. Very beautifully done. Ow, the 13 points, 3 assists, and 5 saves. Again, YPerm, the incredible stun count and the 3 saves. For Voodoo over on Flare, the 6 points, 2 saves, 2 steals, 33 stuns. Shepherd, the assist there, 17 stuns. Chrome Platypus, the 2 points. And there goes my count. So I can't get to the last 2, but it's at least saved on the VOD for you over in the chat and on the rewatch. So, quite the game from them. We do have another game possibly already started, unfortunately, so we'll see. I'm trying to get in there now, so I'm going to join this game soon between Wireless Jax and Nova, it would seem. So, congratulations on the win to Spaghetti. And for Flare, we'll see them actually later tonight against Rampage. That's happening at 9 Central, so stay tuned for that. But in the meantime, I'm going to try and get it on this other stream, and we'll see you very soon. This has been VRML Preseason. That was an incredible game. Thank you for watching, and tune right in to probably VRML 2 for the next game. All right, I've been Palidore, and have a good night.